Hey Debbie. How's it going?
I'm great. T-Hat 3-day weekend was just what I needed. Did you do anything?
No, not really. I just stayed home, watched a couple of DVDs.
Well, I went to this amazing church retreat. Have you heard the good news?
Yo, you mean Jesus, right? Look, I don't want to be rude, but...
Oh no. Not Jesus. I mean, who hasn't heard of him? No, this is secret knowledge that will change your life.
This isn't about Scientology or Dianetics, is it?
No, those people are nuts. This is about Azita, the demon sultan who writhes endlessly at the center of all creation.
Look.
You don't need to be afraid. Well, okay, actually you do need to be afraid. But there's something you can do to lessen that fear.
What?
Just eat this.
What is that, beef jerky?
Sort of. It's human flesh. If you eat enough, the change will begin. You'll have to move underground, but you'll be able to understand the glory of the new age that is fast approaching.
Yeah, all right. Anything's better than going to another meeting about the entrance exam.
You finished grading the third-year compositions?
No. It's taking forever, plus I think they're using computer translation. It's like reading haikus written by drunken hobos. I've got to take a break. Don't you have brass band club this afternoon?
We were supposed to, but we decided to cancel. I'm going to a teabag meetup instead. Do you want to come?
You mean with the crazy signs?
What do you mean, crazy? What's so crazy about not wanting some socialist, who's probably not even an American, to take all your money?
Hey, don't bite my head off. It's not my fault your event doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, do you even know what a socialist is?
This is so typical. You liberal fascists just can't stand it that millions of Americans are finally waking up to what's been going on.
Oh Christ. So now we're socialists and fascists. Is it possible for you to be any more wrong?
Oh sure, go ahead and make fun of us. We'll see who's so high and mighty when the red-alloyed lizard people finally unmask themselves.
Okay, I was wrong. It was in fact possible for you to be more wrong. The cookies you got us were great. Was your trip fun?
I'm glad you liked them. We had a great time in Hiroshima. I'm really not ready for the vacation to be over. Are the students back today?
Sort of. All the sports clubs have practice, but we don't have any real classes until tomorrow. I guess today is sort of pointless.
Great. Another pointless day at work, and I got nothing to read. Are you finished with a newspaper?
Sure, just let me keep the crossword. There's a really interesting Thomas Friedman column.
Oh, yeah? What does the mighty mustache have to say?
Oh, he's talking about... Wait. What?
The mustache. The suit strainer. The nose neighbor, lady tickler, trash stash, crumb catcher, fanny duster, push broom, nose bug. The tea strainer.
I know what a mustache is. But what's that got to do with Thomas Friedman?
You've looked at the little picture they print next to his name, right?
You know, these ad hominem attacks are pretty silly. Don't you even want to know what he had to say?
Not really, but let me guess. First he engages in some egregious name-dropping, then he sort of ties it into something that has been in the news lately. Then he moves on to mangling the English language. After that, he makes some sweeping generalizations that might have a tiny kernel of truth to them. Finally, he wraps it all up with a policy recommendation designed to appeal to the interests of whatever faction of the establishment happens to be popular at the moment. Oh, and maybe he makes up a quote from a taxi driver who totally agrees with him.
Why do you have to be so uncivil? So, what's going on with the typhoon? NHK said all the other schools were closing.
Well, we have to be here until 3. I think it's to demonstrate to the other schools what determined workers we are. I guess we're lucky we get to go home a little early.
I suppose. For small values of lucky. The students aren't coming, are they?
Are you kidding? No, they don't have to come. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I guess I'll just mess around on the internet. I've gotten hooked on this tower defense game. What about you?
I have an Ambien prescription. I got it for my trip to Europe. They work great. A couple of those, and I'll be comatose for hours.
It's too bad you can't drug yourself before you go through security.
Oh, I'm totally taking them early enough, so they'll kick in, just as I get to security. They've started using a new system at Narita.
Oh lord. What now? Robots and brain scanners?
Sort of. They're not using robots, but they are scanning your brain. Well, not your brain, but your face, and how you move. You know, your body language and skin conductivity.
So now computers are going to determine if you're not a terrorist?
Oh no. Not computers. Scientologists,